All right, we're here at Bay Hideaway RV Park and Campground at 8360 Lakeshore Road, Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. I'm going to take you on a tour of our walking trails. Lots of people have stayed at the park and have never experienced the trails. They don't even know that they really exist. We're on 23 acres, and basically what they did when they originally built the park was that they cut roads in to expand the park double to what it is. So the roads that are in the park is what's cut out into these trees, and we keep them mowed for you. This is coming in off of Site 1. Now I'm on the golf cart and it might get a little bit loud with the bumps and whatnot. So straight down on Site 1, you'll see that we've got a one of our disc golf baskets is back here. With the expansion that we've been doing, we're going to move our disc golf and rearrange it and put more of it back out here onto the trails. All right, so you can see that these trails are nice and shaded, so if it's a hot day and you still want to be outside, not cooped up in the air conditioner, we invite you to come back and check these trails out. To my right, there's a fence line. As long as you don't climb a fence, you're on our property, is what I tell everybody. So Bay Hideaway is 4 miles to the beach. When you pull out of the park, you take a left. There's one stop sign between you and the beach. You go in the other direction and you're 4 miles to Walmart. So we say we're 4 miles to everything. But we're sitting back off the road and it's nice and quiet back here and you feel like you're in the country. So coming up on my left is going to be where some of the trails are cut through, so you don't have to stay on this outside road that I'm on, which is what I'm going to stay on, just to take you the whole outside of the property. So you can see that you could zigzag back and forth through here. The other nice thing when we tell people that there are trails, they oftentimes think that trails as in not very wide and you have to walk one by one through it. These are big enough that you can walk side by side. You're going to see any kind of critters that might be out here, hopefully before they see you. Got some pretty fall blooms going on, which I know that's ragweed and makes people sneeze, and I think those are black-eyed Susans or something. I don't know. I'm not a horticulturist by any means. All right, so we're going to come up around. And this is the back side of our property. We are in wetlands, and so there are times throughout the year that you can't really walk back here unless you got your Louisiana Reeboks, then you can go wherever you want. There's a trail cut down that way. I'm going to pause this for a moment until I get further up here. Okay, so I probably went 100 yards and everything kind of looks like what you see now in front of you. There is a place up here where the trees grow over the trail, so it's like a canopy. I've got to do some wiggle wagging to get through here. You can see that coming up here, that it looks like you're going into a tunnel. And again, off to my right, there's trails cut that way. And so the trails pop out into the park in several different places. You don't just go in at Site 1. There's in 37, back behind 23, you can get through 34. We used to walk our dog back here all the time. It's just really an enjoyable place to get out in the quiet. So now we're in this canopy of trees. And I'm going to pause again for a minute to get over all these branches. I know you don't want to hear all that mess. All right, so I got past that. I'm just going to sit here for a second. You can hear it's pretty quiet back here. Not hearing too many birds. We do have deer. You'll hear coyotes. There's owls. You'll hear it the evening. At one time there was some wild pigs back here, and they caught them and got rid of them, a mama and some babies. I wish they would come back. We would have a pig roast. Alright, so now we're coming up onto the far side of the property. So we've gone the whole length of it. I did pause the video so y'all didn't get all of it, but it goes a good distance. Up on this side of the property, we're going to come up onto our pond. And it's not a stocked pond, but sometimes people do fish it and they'll pull fish out of it, but it's not because we put anything in there. More scrapes. So I paused that video for a minute, and I'm back here with you. Fortunately, there's not any big spider webs. Watch for spider webs. Alright, so coming up through this trail here is where the pond is. Hopefully some of the lilies are bloomed so you can see them. So we're going to go down and around the pond. It's got some cattails. It's got lots of lily pads. When the lily pads are, I've seen it out there where it's just completely covered with flowers. And it's so pretty. We've got a little bench, kind of a little meditation bench over here on this side of the pond. One of our guests put it here, a memory bench for her husband. Bert enjoyed Bay Hideaway quite a bit, so this was a special place for him. So you can see we've got the bench here, and then you can sit out and look over the pond. Alright, I'm going to turn around and show you where we pop out. Okay, now I'm going away from the pond, and we're going to pop out here at site 37. Pop out on either one of those. And now we are back in the park on 37. And you can see over there is our amenity area. That is a water, holds our holding tanks for our well water. People often want to know what the lighthouse is, so that's what that's all about. And where we started was down at the end of that road is where we went in at. So you can see that we've come all the way around the property. So thanks for taking a tour with me through our trails at Bay Hideaway RV Park and Campground on Lakeshore Road here in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. We appreciate y'all. Come see us.